Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this video about my adventures in the world of the Unreal Engine. And you can see my latest work, but before I show you this, I'll show you something about the crop out game. I wanted to change some of the trees and stuff, and I did this. So I put different trees into the game and different houses, but the bushes and stones were not available in my low poly asset pack that I bought. And then I thought, okay, this crop out games is limiting me a lot to its features, and I'm not advanced enough to understand and modify all the blueprints. I think this is better for later use. So I will keep this in my head, so to say, and if I want a function that is implemented in this crop out game, I will go back and have a look, but for right now I won't work on this any further. Instead, I was very inspired from this low poly farm pack, and when I had a look at it, I thought, oh, you can make a whole game, a whole world only with those objects and gameplay features, obviously, but yeah, there is such an abundance of objects and I wanted to use them somehow, and that's what I did. Here you can see my first little farm with a farmhouse and a barn and even a tractor, but it's not yet driving, and a car and silo. And here I just built a little cow barn, and yeah, the cow barn. I discovered that in this really big farm objects pack there were no animals. There are people and buildings and all this stuff, but no farm animals. And then I thought, but I need farm animals. And I went to the Unreal Marketplace and bought some farm animals for 30 plus bucks. And yeah, they have animation included, but I need to learn how to use this. Right now, those animals are like statues. And what I want to do with you in this video is I want to add another barn for pigs and then put some pigs inside. And yeah, show you what I did here. I would say after building the pigs barn, we go into play mode, and then we run around on this farm a little bit and have a look how it looks when we are in game mode. Here we have a little market stand stall for selling our goods, and we have a very big vast emptiness. Yeah, and background mountains that I had from a different project. I made those background mountains and this landscape without trees and such for a map I wanted to make for FS23. I wanted to make an FS23 map, and I made it halfway so that you could drive around, and I made a lot of screenshots, and then I made a pitch to Giants, and I said, okay, you made pumps and hoses with creative mesh. Don't you want to make the Sonnenhof farm for FS23 with me? They didn't want. They said they don't make third-party maps, and I have to wait till they have, if they have mods in FS23, and then I could make this map for FS23. And I don't think there will be mods and maps for FS23. Therefore, I could forget about this project, and I thought, okay, those mountains are quite nice. I just use them for my play around project in the Unreal Engine. Yeah. Okay, so now let's build a Pigsty. I think we have enough place to build it just here, then the animals are close together. And I'm still not really used to the navigation. So if you think, hey, what is she doing? Then it's my hands are not yet used how to move around in this editor. I will learn it for sure, but it takes some time. I'm not such a fast motor skill learner. Okay, so we could just copy this, and yeah, it's just a very, very basic barn, but I think for such a play around project it's good enough. And we always have good weather here. So, and what I now want to do is I try to copy the whole fence, and maybe we will have some problems with this, but I just want to try this. So now I could duplicate, or I could copy and paste. I think I try it with a duplicate here, and I hope that not everything falls apart. Okay, we got something. Oh, this is good. It worked. And now I want to turn it 180 degrees. Yes, very good. And then, oh, this is good. That makes it so much faster than with the barn for the cows, or the fence for the cows. That took quite a while, because I had to add every post and every section manually. Now I only have to place it that it fits. I think now it's nearly okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, very good. And now I can make a copy of this trough. But pigs eat different food. So let's search for some pig food. I hope I find something. I think here it is not, but I could pull out some grass to make it look a little bit nicer. And no, here it's not. Maybe it's... Oh, and they love trees. So, and therefore, let's see. Oh, this is too big. So, rather another small tree. It's not so good for shadow, but maybe another a little bit bigger. But what about this? It's a very tiny tree. Okay, now I want to search for some food. I saw something like a grain, a bag with grain. Here, A grain bag, yes. That's good. At least standing around, it's not nothing in the trough yet. Oh, here, this is flying on top of the fence. But we can imagine this is ready for the trough. I'll look whether we found something. This is a small hay pile. But maybe we could think about it as some pig food. I only have to make it smaller. So we just imagine that this is not straw, but this is wheat and stuff. So now, is this sitting good? Okay-ish, so to say. Yeah, it's okay. So, and we forget about all the sticks. This is the food for the pigs. So, maybe they would need water, but I think I don't have a water trough. They will get this later. Oh, we have a tool bucket. Let's have a look. Imagine there is some water inside this. If I make a real game, then we will have water for the animals. Don't worry. So, now I maybe add some more grass. Oops. How can I push it? Here. Very good. So, and then again, and turning it a little bit. Good. And maybe another bigger tree that they have a little bit protection from the sun. Are the trees here? No, the trees aren't here. Where are the trees? Maybe in the environment, yeah. And then I take the big one. Oh no. This is too big. I could make it smaller, but I think that wouldn't, the proportions wouldn't be good. But this here is a rather a little bit bigger tree. So I think this could be okay. And then I would try to make maybe this one and convert it to a bush, because there are no bushes in this pack, would I really miss? But for now I can just put a little bush here. So now we are good to go. I save this and then we go and find the pigs. And the pigs are in a different folder here. Meshes, skeletal. And they look a little bit strange, because they are somehow, they have a very big front area. So power pigs. but it's better than don't having any pigs. So and one more, I think, then 4 is enough because it's just a small farm. And what I would like to try, whether they have different skin types. So the cows are available in at least 4 variations, and I have 3 of them here. And maybe this is true for the pigs as well. Browse to the... okay, browse here. Where is it? Come on. Now here. And I just try it whether something... yeah, it looks a little bit different. And then... oh no, we take a different one. And try it here. Yeah, this looks different too. Okay. So we have a little little variations in the pigs area too, which is nice. And I'm really curious about the animation. There are some sample levels where we can try the animations I saw at the marketplace, and I think then there I can have a look how I could implement these animations. And yeah, I really wonder whether I'm able to. Sooner or later I will be able to, sure, but I don't know yet how fast it will work. Okay, now this Pigsty is done for the moment, and I think we could go in-game, or first save, and then go in-game. Here we are with this lovely metallic lady, and yeah, let's just run around a little bit. Here is the dog. And there is the laundry. Somehow it's a little bit too bright. Maybe I can make it a little bit darker. But that's something for later maybe. Here I have a small pond and an outhouse, and I could go inside and do nothing. Here I have a greenhouse where I could go inside. And it even has a door, so later on I can learn how to open and close the door. And here we have a farmhouse. So we can have a look inside. We can even go inside, but then my foot are sticking into the ground. I only made one platform where I could step on, and later I could make it so that you can walk the stairs and then use the house. Yeah, a barn with quite some possibilities, I would say. And this tractor is so cute. And I'm sure we can have different color choices. Yeah, and the most interesting thing is how to get it to drive. And the car here. And we have even a different tractor and some machines like sewing machines, plow and so on, and a combine harvester. So if I do something with this pack, there would be some machinery, I guess. Yeah, and I think some hand-propelled gardening as well. Here we have some chicken trying to fly and like statues. And this small fields are still completely decorative. But for me, I get an impression how this could look, and even if I'm not so much into this low poly look, I like this quite a bit. So at the left, this is a little bit too low poly, this plants. But the houses are quite nice, and the vehicles too. And here the pumpkins, they are not too shabby. And here we have a booth where we can sell our stuff. Yeah. And somehow I like it. I could imagine to make something with this pack, so a real game. But, however, I won't make a farming game right now. And the first thing I'll do is I finish after this week. Now I have, for the Easter time, I took myself a week to explore this. And I will keep on working on this level and so. But after this, I will finish my map Wunzig. And I don't know how fast this would work. And then I will start with my first game. And my first game won't be a farming simulator game whatsoever, because that would take me years and years. And especially because I'm not a real game developer yet. I'm just at the beginning of this journey. So my first game will be a very small, cozy game, more like this Crop Out, but I am more impressed by games like Dorfromantik and the new game Preserve or Townscaper. This is what I'm aiming for, and because I want to finish my first game rather fast, then I have one game already out, and then I can relax and be faster with my second game because I'm more advanced then. So I could imagine to make a farming game maybe in this art style as my second game. I don't know yet, but right now I could imagine this. And somehow I'm a little bit in love with this pack, and for sure I would make a lot of assets myself, so I wouldn't stick only to those but make much more. But that's for, let's say, starting in 1.5 years at best, if everything goes nicely. So don't expect me to make a farming simulator like game in the near future, and if I make a farming game, it won't be like our farming simulator. I don't see myself building 500 vehicles like in reality with all the fine details. That is not my thing, so don't expect me to make a farming simulator. It's not a concurrent, but another game like this with realistic farming equipment. That's not my goal, not my interest. I only wanted to make this clear. If you see this and think, okay, Granny Tana makes a farming simulator. No, I don't. Maybe I make a farming game later. Okay, but what do I want to do now in this week? I want to add further stuff to this level. I don't know whether I fill it completely, but maybe making another farm and a road to a village, maybe a little village, and so that there is more to see on this level. And I want to change our metallic lady to something that fits the art style. I bought 5 characters with the game, but I have to learn how to use them as a player character. And I would love to animate the animals. I have animations bought, but I don't know how to use it yet. So the main thing is learning in this week. And then I would love to put a little bit of gameplay into this game. For example, that the player character can harvest from apple trees. Go to apple trees, harvest the apples, and then bring them to this store-like booth. And if I can manage all of this and I still have time, I would love to let the player character grow some stuff in the greenhouse. I think that is the most easy one. I don't need the player character to use a lot of tools or so, or drive a tractor. That is way too complicated. But I think more like putting a small box into the greenhouse and put it down, and that means, okay, I planted the pumpkins or strawberries, and then the strawberries and pumpkins grow maybe, and then I can harvest them and bring them to this selling booth. That would be my most advanced goal for this week, and I don't know how much I can accomplish. Everything is new to me, and therefore, yeah, it's a really big adventure. And you can wish me good luck that I can accomplish at least some of my goals. And yeah, if I make something new, I will make a new video for you, and then you can see what I did and how far this learning game is developing. Okay, so now I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.